Hey.
Why is he out getting
Back away.
Clean your fucking poof. Have you, do you know the Ganges? You know the Ganges?
Calm
You
down.
need to clean it.
Calm down.
Hey, they're dirty. Fucking dirty. Clean their arse.
So what you're saying is incredibly racist.
The speaker's corner.
What you're saying is incredibly racist.
Freedom of speech.
Now,
Freedom of
you
speech.
got freedom of speech,
Freedom of speech.
but you're literally being racist.
I don't like Indians.
Yo.
Come. I'll show you what I do to Indians.
Stop moving for a second.
I beat them up.
Well, hold on. If you want to beat somebody up, if you want to beat somebody up, come beat me up. Come beat me up.
I don't like this guy.
Come beat me up.
He's lying.
Come beat me up.
He's a liar.
Listen, if you want to beat someone, come beat me up, okay?
I don't like brown people. So what?
Dude,
I don't care.
dude, you're being, dude,
We're all racist.
hey, dude,
British Empire brought us here.
Dude.
The British Empire brought us here. So don't
Dude.
ever think you're cleaner than other people.
Dude.
You don't think you're up here.
Calm
no, because
down.
How do you get up
You're
there? You're kissing the
being
white man's ass.
substantially
You're kissing
racist.
No, it's not. You kiss the
You're
white man's
being
ass.
substantially
You kiss the white man's
racist.
ass.
Now, you can have an opinion.
And you clean the white man's
You
ass.
can have an
That's how you
opinion,
get there.
but you're
And
being
you-
extremely
and
racist.
You wipe out everybody
So
else.
calm
That's not racist.
down.
Freedom of
Yes,
expression.
you no.
Freedom of expression.
You can express
freedom of
things,
expression.
but
Right.
simultaneously,
This is not
some
Mumbai.
opinions that you will express will get you in trouble.
No, it's not.
So,
No.
you are being filmed.
No, I don't care.
The world will see this.
There's no problem.
Okay, fine. Then tell the world your name.
I work
Tell the
with,
world your
I've had
name
employment-
and
look,
also
you know
tell
what my
them
problem?
why
I've
you're
had
being
I've
racist.
had employment disputes with these people. Employment
Tell,
disputes.
okay,
But I
so
won my case. But I won my case.
here's the
That's
issue.
the fairness of the British
Just
system.
because
The
you
British
had
system
a
is fair.
disappointment
And then I'll take out all
with
the
somebody,
patels. You know, the
that
dirty
does not
patels.
mean
Dirty
that
patels.
you
I
can
told
then
them
go
before,
ahead
dirty
and
people.
then insult other people
The dirty-
because
I told them
he
before.
was not involved directly.
I told
So
them
what you're doing is literally racist.
No,
because
we're
you
all
had
racist.
you
Don't
had
ever
an
say- don't ever say
okay.
that.
Now
We're all- we have
here's
a
the
pre-
issue.
we have a
If
prejudice.
we're all racist,
We're all racist.
I am not going to run around like you are and start taking out my anger on a select group of people on everybody else in that country. You're being racist.
Have you been to India before?
And that is not
Have you been to
good.
India before?
That has
He
nothing
he
to
himself
do
escaped from
with
India,
what I just
from
said.
the Hindu government. You escaped
That
from the Hindu
has
government.
nothing to do with what I said.
You did escape. You
You're-
did escape. How did you get to this country?
You have a
How did
problem
you get
here.
your visa? How did you get your
You
visa?
have a problem
How did
here.
you get your visa?
Why
Because
is
you
the
said,
problem?
Oh, they were saying,
Hold on a
hold
second. No.
Because what was racist?
You
Sunak saying,
talked about
oh,
your
stop the
issue.
boots, stop
Your
the
issue
boots,
supposedly
stop the boots,
is
stop
that
the
you
boots.
dealt with
What was
some
Rishi Sunak
people
saying? Stop
who
the
did
boots, stop the
something
boots.
wrong to you.
This is not your
So
country.
now
The
suddenly
British Empire brought us to this
you have an
country.
issue.
Don't ever think this is your country.
Okay, first of
Because
all,
this country belongs
the
to
British
Britain.
Empire didn't bring
Yes,
anybody
actually,
here.
it did, actually.
No, if you
Yes.
actually read your history,
No,
you
no,
would
no, no,
know that in the time of the empire, they severely restricted
And they-
the number of colonists
I will not-
that could
I will
come
not-
over
I will not
here
be lectured by a
from
black man again.
colonies.
I won't be lectured by a black man.
Okay, great. So are you gonna
Slave.
tell me how you
I'm not a
hate
slave.
black people?
I-
Awesome.
Jamaican,
Okay,
Jamaican,
okay.
yeah? Slave. That's
All right. Wait, come back. Come back. So now you've gone from Indians to black people. Okay, fine. Well, I'm black, so let's talk about it. What's your dispute with black people?
Because you're sticking up for him.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're sticking up
So
for
what?
him. Because the shit,
Your
if you're
your
fair-
issue with him, your issue with him makes no sense. Your issue with him makes no sense. Your issue with him is that there were people supposedly who are doing you wrong at work. So now you're coming here and insulting him. That doesn't make any sense.
What was Sunak saying? Oh,
So-
stop the bets. But
That
who lost the
doesn't
election?
make any
Who lost
sense.
the election?
So
Look, you kissed the white man's ass. You kissed the white
don't
man's ass.
don't
Yeah, you see, you
don't
know,
bother with
because
that.
I know how you work in the workplace. You
Hold on a
you spy
second.
for the white
Hold
man.
on
You
a
spy for them.
second.
You
Hold on
spy
a
for them.
second.
They're spies.
Hold on a
They're fucking
second.
spies. I know. Oh,
So,
that's how they
there-
get promotion.
there are
and everything.
clearly
They're the
issues
laziest
with
people.
you.
They're the laziest
So-
people. I know the Indians. They're the laziest people. How did they get to there? Because
there
they
are
eat
clearly
the white man's
issues
stuff.
that
No,
you're
you
having
lick the white man's
at
stuff.
work.
You do.
And
I
so,
work-
because you're
I-
disgruntled
you know,
at
hold on.
work,
For how
you're
many-
going around now
No.
and insulting
No.
every
What?
Indian you see. My friend,
Yes.
that's insanity.
What?
That's insanity.
No, it's not.
Just because somebody irritates you in the workplace doesn't then give you license to go and insult every person from that group. For example, I'm sure the ones you're having issues with at work are all men. Do you go around insulting all men as a result? No. So please,
hold on, sir.
you're being insane.
No, I'm not being
Calm
insane.
down.
Look, I'm not being insane. Listen, look. What do you
You're
think the
still
person is?
being...
Look,
So,
listen,
again,
I'm not a slave.
why
You're
are
like-
you
like
doing
slaves in the
that?
workplace. You're slaves in the
I
workplace.
don't
Are you
understand
going to dispute
what...
that?
I don't get what your problem is here.
No.
I
His
don't
response. Are you a
understand
slave for
what
the
your
white
problem
Englishman?
here.
It's true. How did he get to this country?
Listen,
And they
if
say, oh, and they say,
your
you know what Shadidi says?
your
Oh, they
problem
need to go back to their
if your
countries.
problem
How did he
is
get to this
with
country?
white people, okay, then that's a problem that
How did
you
he
have,
get to this country?
right?
Because they're the
You're
ones-
the
no,
one.
hold on. They're the ones saying, oh, send them back,
Well,
send them back.
he definitely doesn't like you.
No, excuse me.
So,
Excuse me. What was Rishi Sunak saying? Send them back.
what
Who's he
does
talking
Rishi
about?
Sunak have
Who's
to
he-
do
who's he
with
talking
this
about?
scenario?
The Muslims.
What does
Send
he
them back.
have
The
to do
government
with this
said as well.
scenario?
And Peter Patel.
What does he have to do with the
Excuse
scenario?
me. They think they're
You don't
you're
work
you're
with
not
him.
You're not supremacists.
Your issue is that the people you're working with are giving you a hard time.
No,
So have the issue with the people,
I've left that place.
not
I've left that
everybody.
place.
Okay,
I've left that place for my
if you've
sanity.
left that place,
Yes.
well, clearly your sanity is not intact because now
Don't attack my sanity. They always attack me.
You
sanity.
are-
Because look, I can respond to you whatever question
Go-
you give me
okay.
because I speak the better English
So
than you.
respond
Don't
to
ever-
this. If your sanity is intact, explain how,
That's good.
number one,
That's good.
you were insulting
That's
my
good.
friend
That's good. That's
just because of his
Well, that's good
ethnicity,
meaning
and then
Arabic.
you went on
Zip it.
and called
Zip
me
it.
a slave because I
Yes.
was black.
Yes.
If you are saying, if you're saying,
how can a black man stick up for a brand man?
if
Never.
you're
That's
saying,
wrong. No.
if you're
no,
saying-
I used to get-
wait a minute.
Sir,
if you're
Everybody-
saying,
everybody
explain
should
that
stick up for
please.
anybody
If you're saying,
regardless of your
if
race.
you're sane,
If you're
explain
right
that.
and if someone's right and
Because
someone's
clearly
wrong,
you're insane,
stick up
which
for someone
is the
that's
issue.
tell that to your mom.
No, you are the one. So, for example,
I'm more sane than you.
my
Because
mother isn't the one here
But why
attacking people because
why are you
of their
advocating for an
ethnicity.
Indian man?
You
Why are
are.
you advocating for an Indian man?
There is nothing inherent about Indians
dangerous people.
that means that you
Go
cannot
work with them.
advocate for
Go
them.
work with the Bangladeshis and Pakistanis and
There
Indians.
is,
They talk their
again,
language in their workplace.
it's the same
Look,
problem.
speak the English
The
language.
issue that you're
Speak the English
having
language.
is
Why are
you are
speaking
disgruntled
Gujarati or
at
Hindi
work,
or whatever?
and
Telugu,
it's clearly
whatever
had
language you speak.
mental
Speak the English
ramifications
language.
on you.
Yeah,
That's why you've lost
Hold
your
on.
mind.
No, your mom's lost her mind. Your mom's lost her mind.
Because of work.
Come,
So
come.
clearly,
Don't ever
you
question
have
me.
no.
Don't always
I'm,
question my
I'm
sanity.
questioning you.
I'm more sane than you.
No, you're not.
Yes,
Because look at
Oi!
you. You're literally yes. It's a hand. Great.
Come.
So here's
Wallahi,
the
come.
issue.
Come. You know how many-
Wallahi. Okay.
Look, I'll give you.
So
you know how many people are
here-
beating up
here-
the speaker's corner? Wallahi, I lost
Okay.
count. I'm beating up so many bitches.
All right.
Bitches.
Well,
Wallahi, so many
you
bitches.
can
So
beat.
many bitches.
Well,
There's too many bitches.
so
Hey.
in Speaker's Corner,
Behave yourself.
we're not
Are
here
you
to
okay?
be beaten up by insane men.
No,
so if you're going to be
it's a black man.
insane,
Who's the,
go and
what's
be
the mental-
insane
What's the
elsewhere.
mental health rate of the black man?
It's very
What's the
clear
mental health?
that
You're
your
black-
mental
look,
health
you're
rate
African
has
Canadian.
to be the
What's
worst
the
in the
statistics?
UK.
No, what's the
So it
statistics?
appears
Give me
that
the
your
statistics.
issue is that you
Give
were
me the
traumatized
statistics.
at
No,
work.
no. I'm an
and
African
then
man.
you left
Give me
your
the
work
statistics.
because
No.
you were
Look,
discharged
hey,
for
give me the-
being
give me-
mentally
just give me-
incapable
give me the
of
statistics.
dealing with your scenario.
Look, I want the statistics.
So now,
I want the
because you've
statistics.
lost your
Look, I
mind,
want the statistics
you decided to
of the-
come
of
to
the
the
black-
come over here
of
to
the
Speaker's Corner
Caribbeans,
and start to
that
insult
have
people.
mental issues.
Well,
Give me the
clearly
statistics.
you are
Give me the
insane
statistics, my
because
friend.
your issue is
No,
that you
I'm not-
are
I'm not
essentially hating
No, I'm not hating people.
because of their ethnicity. My friend,
I've
you
had
are
look,
clearly
it's
not
illegal. I've had
sane.
legal disputes with them, but I
Please
won my
go
case.
ahead.
No.
Check yourself in
Oi,
to a hospital.
oh, look at this guy.
You need
preposterous.
some medication.
You're preposterous.
You are far
No,
too
no.
hyped currently.
No,
It's a cold day.
No, it's-
Take a chill pill.
Okay, no,
Or
I don't
maybe
need-
don't
My
drink
coffee.
so much. There.
so
Okay.
what?
So caffeine is not going to help you
Look, I will not
if
be-
you are
I don't
having
want to listen to your
a
lecture.
mental
I don't want
relapse.
to listen to your lecture,
If you're
sir.
having a
If I want to-
relapse,
look.
go to a hospital,
this is-
get yourself
Look what he's saying,
section,
look at this. Section.
drink some water.
Really? Section?
Yes.
So funny.
If
Coming from a
supposedly
black
you
man,
have beat
I'm
up
a section.
people
How many
in
people-
Speaker's Corner,
Look,
I
I've worked
think
for
you
mine.
need to
I've
be
worked
in
for
a
mine
straitjacket.
before. Do you know mine? Okay, do you know what's mine?
You
Okay, can I
need
ask you a
to
question?
be
Who's
in a
mine? Who's mine?
straitjacket.
Who's mine?
Nothing
Who's mine?
you're
Who's
saying
mine?
makes
Who's mine?
sense.
Who's mine? Okay.
Nothing
Who's
you're
mine?
saying makes
It does
sense.
make sense.
I don't
Hey, what's
understand
mine?
you.
What's mine?
Very
Tell me
clearly,
what's
the
mine.
fact that you keep fidgeting
I want to know what's mine.
is a showcase
What's mine?
that you are insane.
No, I'm not insane.
So,
Look,
because you're
I'll keep my
insane,
mouth shut.
if you would like,
Because look,
if you would like,
let me
I can
respond.
call
Let me
the
respond.
ambulance for you. and then they can take you away.
Wallah, you're funny.
Because
Why
clearly,
are you funny? Why are you so funny?
What you're finding me funny.
Yeah,
I am trying to help you, but it's very clear that you've lost your mind.
No, I'm not crazy.
You're fidgeting.
You're crazy.
You're drinking caffeine.
You're crazy.
I think your pupils are dilated right now.
Look at your,
I don't understand
look
why.
Look at your pupils.
No,
Your
by
eyes
dilated,
your eyes
I mean that
massive.
there's a bright light.
Look at your eyes.
No, my eyes are big,
No,
but your
no.
pupils are
No, I
dilated.
want to ask you a question.
You are having a mental break.
No, I'm not.
What's your name?
Are you crazy?
How old are you?
No, are you crazy?
Let me help you
out. Are
out.
you crazy?
Because I'll need these
No,
details
I want this.
when the police stroke ambulance shows over. What's your name? How old are you?
Can I respond? Can I respond?
Name and age,
Can I respond
please.
this to you? Can
Name
I
and
respond
age,
this?
please.
Can I respond to you?
Okay.
Can I respond to you?
Respond this.
Can I respond to you?
I want you to respond to this.
Can I respond? You're
What
Satanist.
is your mental state
You're Satanist.
as of the time
Satanist.
when you left your house
What's
to
this-
come
you're
to this
Satanist.
corner?
You're making me laugh.
Have you previously ever been checked for mental health issues in the past?
You're a Satanist.
Okay.
Okay, can I ask you a
All
question?
right.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on a
Because you're not
second.
answering my
Hold on a
question.
second.
I'm not going to ask you a question.
So
I'm not
you
gonna-
haven't asked me a question.
I'm not going to ask
You've
you a
made
question.
a claim.
I'm not going to
You've
make.
said I'm a Satanist.
Yes.
You don't even know what that is.
Yes, I don't know what it is.
Okay, so then clearly
Because
you're
look-
just accusing people of things because
Don't
you've lost
say-
your
don't-
mind.
No, I haven't
So
lost my mind.
I
What's your name?
I take it back.
What's your name?
My name's David.
What's
I
my name?
take
Okay,
it back.
let's
You're
make
not
it-
actually
let's
racist.
talk-
You're just insane.
No, this is a lie. Okay, you actually, you've calmed me down. Actually, let me give you my response. I'm not a racist, but let me
But
just
you're just insane.
No, I'm not insane. Let me just explain
No, you
myself.
certainly
Let me
are.
just explain myself. I've had an employment dispute recently with my former employer.
That has
but
nothing to do
but
with what
no,
you're doing
it does.
today.
It does.
So, my
It
friend,
does, it
for
does,
example,
it
say
does.
I have an issue with you from our conversation today.
Okay.
And then suddenly I go and start harassing people from your home country. That's insanity. And that's what you're doing. So stop it.
Okay, but don't question my sanity.
Well, I would have no reason to question it if you act insane.
No, but he switched. Look, sometimes look, I was here in Speaker's Corner. They like
No,
to, they like
no.
to touch buttons.
Did you hear
They
me?
like to touch buttons.
Did you hear me?
They like to touch buttons.
Did you hear me?
They're chugging me.
By the way, I don't know your name yet.
No.
I gave you
It's
mine.
It's
You didn't
Adam.
gi- Okay, Adam.
Now they're chugging my.
Did you hear me? Adam, did you hear me?
But you chugging my.
Adam,
Everybody
I
has
asked you
triggers.
a question.
His
Yes,
triggers.
everybody has triggers.
His triggers.
Your trigger appears
Yeah.
to be simply somebody appearing to be from a certain country. That's insane. You called me a slave a few minutes ago. Why would you do that?
Hold on. I'll take that back.
Just because I'm black.
Hold on. I'll take that back. But why I said that?
Okay.
You're advocating for this guy.
I forgive
why
you.
Are you advocating for that?
Now,
Why?
next
Why-
step,
yeah.
apologize to him, please.
No, I don't need to. Because
Okay.
You're not my teacher.
Okay.
You're not my teacher.
I'm not your teacher.
Because you don't know what he said over there.
However,
You know how it
you
started.
can learn something from anybody. Would you not agree?
I agree with that.
Okay,
But
so
you know,
what I'm teaching you today is how to be civil. So please apologize to him.
I don't need to apologize. Look, I told you, you're not my
don't,
teacher.
You don't need to.
You're not my teacher.
But to be courteous
No.
and to show that you're sane,
I refuse that.
apologize.
Because how did it start? Ask him how it started. Because
So,
he's going
I
about saying,
guarantee
that
you-
pastors don't rape little kids.
I
They
guarantee
do.
you-
Don't rape little kids. And
So,
your priests and your bishops.
I
They rape
guarantee
kids.
you
They rape
that
kids.
however it started,
It started
he
over
said
there.
nothing about your ethnic background. I guarantee you.
Excuse me, look.
But then you chose,
Excuse me, the whole system.
Hey, Adam, come back here.
The whole
Come-
system.
Adam, come back
the whole
here.
system favors
Adam,
these people. It
come
favors
back
these
here.
people.
Come back here.
The whole system.
Adam, I guarantee
I will
you
not apologize.
that he said nothing
I will not
about your
apologize.
ethnic background.
Because look,
and
you're
you simply
you're
chose to
authoritarian.
attack him
You're
based
authoritarian.
on that.
You're authoritarian. Because he's asking me to
Adam,
apologize to him.
I
don't
have
apologize to him.
manners.
No, you don't. Look,
Okay?
excuse
Now,
me.
Adam, I come here and I engage with people.
Here's free for all.
But
What are you talking about? It's free for all.
it's a free for all, yes. You can come and put forward your opinion.
Yes.
However, there are certain boundaries that when you pass, you will face consequences for those things.
No, but
so, for example, in this country, we have laws against the kind of discrimination you're espousing.
No, this is
you're,
Speaker's Corner.
you're
It's
literally
called Speaker's
espousing
Corner.
hatred.
No, it's not.
So,
this is
free
Speaker's Corner.
speech,
It's free speech.
and hate
It's free
speech are not synonymous.
It's the same. Excuse me, sir. It's the same.
Free
It's-
speech
this is a
and
free
hate
speech.
speech are
It's free
different.
speech, sir. Freedom
You-
of expression.
for example, no,
Freedom of expression.
you can
I don't have to
express
like Indians.
yourself.
I don't have to like Indians.
That is
I
fine.
don't have to like Indians.
But
Or Pakistani,
for you
or
to then
Bangladeshis.
go and claim
I don't need to
that
like
you
them.
hate him
I don't
because of his ethnicity, that is bordering
It's not.
on hate speech.
Look, it doesn't. No, it's not.
That's bordering on discrimination.
Who was Enoch?
That's
who's
bordering
Enoch Powell?
on racism.
Who's Enoch Powell?
You're literally over the line now.
No, I'm not.
So,
Are you-
bring
are you a
yourself
policeman?
back
I'm not going to
onto the
apologize.
line of
I told you,
sanity,
I'm not going to
you're
apologize.
going to have to go and apologize.
I will not. I refuse to
Then
apologize.
you're not sane.
Because you're authoritarian.
Either
Because
you're a hateful person.
Are you not authoritarian?
Either you're a hateful
I will not
person
be-
or you're
I will not take
insane.
your orders.
Which one is it?
I will not take your orders.
I'm not ordering you to
You
do
are
anything.
ordering me.
I am simply telling you to
Stop being a
showcase
dictator.
the fact
Stop being
that
a
you are not
dictator.
insane.
Stop being a dictator.
I am challenging
You're a
you
dictator.
to showcase you're not insane.
You're a dictator. What's the meaning of a
Either
dictator?
you're insane
No, I'm not. Look at
or you're a
Stop-
racist.
Stop going around in circles.
What are you?
No, stop going around in circles.
Are you an insane racist?
Look.
You could have both.
Look.
We've had them in the past.
I'm prejudicial. I don't like. Look, I don't have to like Indians.
So
They don't like
you're
you
going
yourself.
beyond prejudice.
They don't like black people. You know
well,
what?
well, you don't either.
No.
Because you just called me a slave. So take this. I have never been called a slave by an Indian,
Indian.
but I have by you. So what does that make you?
What does that make me? A servant of God.
Okay.
Yes.
Which God?
Which God? There's only one God.
Which is?
You know yourself. There's only one God.
Which is?
They'll come to me with your Trinity.
Which is?
They'll come to me with your Trinity.
Oh, so you don't believe
But
in
I
the Trinitarian God?
No.
Which God do you believe in?
There's only one God. You know yourself. There's only one God.
Which God
And he
is
cannot have-
that?
and he cannot have
Do you want to
partners.
say his name? Are
He cannot-
you afraid to
he
say his
cannot-
name?
He cannot have partners.
Is your God the boogeyman? You can't say his name.
He cannot have-
Is he Candyman? You can't say his name. Stands in the mirror. What is he?
Look, young man.
What God do you subscribe to? Because I want to know what God allows you to talk the way you're talking right now.
Look, everybody talks like this.
No, I want to know what
Go
God
online.
allows
Go
you.
online.
So this God you serve,
Go
does he
online.
have any rules for you to follow?
You know, look, what?
This
I
God
told
you
him,
follow,
you know,
who is it?
You know who he's talking about? I said, look, I'm not from Pakistan. Go tell the
Who
Pakistanis.
is your
Go tell
God?
the Pakistanis what they're doing there in mosque.
Adam.
Go tell the Pakistanis.
Adam.
Go tell the Pakistanis.
Adam.
He was talking about, look, it's a rivalry between.
Who is your God?
He was talking about the rivalry between India
Adam,
and Pakistan. That's why.
You
how the argument
claim
started.
to be a servant of God.
Yes.
Which God are you serving? Racism? Is that your God? Being prejudiced? Is that your God?
Excuse me.
Insanity? Is that your God?
Define racism.
What's your God?
We're all racist. Everybody's racist.
What's your God?
Everybody's racist. I've lived here most of my life. Maybe 35 years.
Okay,
Everybody's racist in this
so
country.
Adam.
Everybody's racist.
Adam.
Don't ever try to say to
Adam.
me that the Indian man is racist. No,
Adam.
What does Garia mean? What does
Adam.
Garia mean? What's the black man? What do you call the black
Adam.
man? Did I say anything to you? No, what do you call the black man?
Adam.
No, did I? Excuse me, I know the language very well.
Adam.
The Gujarati language. What do they call the
Adam.
black man?
Get over here.
Garia. Yeah.
Adam.
Excuse me. And what do they call the
Adam.
white man? Doria. Well, I know these people.
Adam.
Look, excuse me, they're very smart.
Adam.
That's how they. What is Garia? Yeah,
Adam.
Garia means black. It means black. It means black. They say that
Adam.
They say that in the workplace. That's wrong. It's wrong.
Adam.
That's why I always say speak English. Speak English in the workplace.
Adam.
Speak English in the workplace. What do you think of that?
Which
What do you think of
God
that?
do you
What do you
serve?
think of that?
So you're unwilling to tell me which God you serve.
Excuse me. I don't like to. Personally, I don't like to talk about religion here because.
Well,
I've
you
seen-
brought it
you're-
up.
you're
I
into-
didn't.
I know
You
you-
said
I
that
know-
you were a servant of God. I asked you which God. Now,
I know
do
Christians.
you want to remove that? Do you want to claim you're no longer a servant of God?
But you're a Christian.
I
know-
want to know which God you're serving that lets you act the way you do. That's all.
I have a right to act the way anyway I like. Excuse me.
You have a right to, but what does your God demand of you?
Excuse me.
Does your God demand anything of you?
Hold on, sir. Look, we're all racist.
Does your God demand anything of you? Adam, Adam, come back here.
Excuse me, this whole.
Adam.
Excuse me, the British system
Adam.
is racism. What are you talking about? I've been there most of my life.
Adam, Adam,
The whole system is.
Adam.
The whole system stinks.
You
I refuse to
are the
apologize to you.
only racist I've met at this
I called
corner.
you slave, is it?
You are the only one I have met at this corner who attacks people for basis of their ethnicity. I have never seen that before in this corner. Only you do that.
No,
So
excuse me.
clearly, you're not indicative of the UK. In fact, you're going against the values of the UK. So I don't know where
What values are you talking about?
the values of, for example,
No.
equality for all people.
Sir.
For
I
example,
support Tommy Robinson.
within a
I support
workplace.
Tommy Robinson and Bob as well.
Have
Bob is the biggest racist.
have
What are
you
talking about?
answered?
Bob's the biggest racist. Bob's the
So,
builder.
Bob
Bob's the
isn't
builder.
racist.
He's the biggest racist.
No,
What are you
he's
talking
not.
about? He's the one that.
Have you answered
extreme
what
Christian.
God you serve?
He's extreme Christian.
Well, you
Look
see.
at this. Look, this is why. Look.
Well,
this-
you see.
That's why I take issue with that.
Whatever you are,
That's why I take issue.
whatever pagan religion you follow,
this is why I take issue.
you're an extremist in that religion too.
This is why I take-
Because Just look at how you're behaving.
No, but look, I take an issue with the people like you as well. Look, that's not racist because both of us were from different parts of the world. Because I know.
Well, you called me a slave. I didn't call you a slave.
I don't know what part of the world you're from.
So
I don't know if you're from
why would you call me a slave?
I don't know if you're from Canada. I don't know if you're
I
from
know
the
you
Caribbean.
apologize. Why'd you call me a slave?
Because I've seen it with through experience. People from the Caribbean. especially.
Through experience, you look at a black person and you just think slave.
Because I see with the Caribbean, they always they follow the white man.
How
as
do
well.
you know I'm from the Caribbean?
You follow the white man.
How do you know
Same
this?
with the Nigerians as with the Ghanaians.
How do you know this?
Through experience.
How do you know I'm Nigerian or Ghanaian?
Experience. That's the way.
Experience.
I look. I study society. I study. What's the study of society? I'll give you a question there. Tell me.
The study of society.
What is it, sir? Give me. What's the ology? The ology, please.
So
Sociology.
you refuse
Have you
to
studied-
answer
have you studied
my
soci-
question,
have you studied sociology before?
and you want me to answer your question about theology.
Yeah, please.
When will you answer mine regarding what God you serve?
You know, I told you before, I don't like to talk about religion here.
You brought it up.
He pressed that buttons. He pressed my buttons.
You brought it up.
But he pressed my buttons.
No. You're talking
pressed my
to
buttons.
me.
but he
You were
pressed my
talking to
buttons.
me. I asked you a question, and your response was I'm a servant of God. So you brought it up, not him.
No, but he look. We were talking about actually religion over there, and then he's talking about Pakistan. I told him I'm not from Pakistan. I don't care what the Pakistanis is doing in Pakistan. I would say that to a Pakistani. I'm not from Pakistan, but then I can see why he was talking about Pakistan because Indians and Pakistan they're biggest rivals. They have very bad relations.
What does that have to do with you? You're neither. So why do you care?
Why do I care? So I told him go tell that to a Pakistani. That's how the argument started.
Well, so again.
And then he was putting down Islam. Yes.
So you're a Muslim
He's putting down
or a
Islam.
sympathizer of Islam. Is that what you are?
Look, he was putting down Islam.
Well, I don't agree with Islam.
I'm a defender of Islam, and you're right. Look,
Perfect. So you've inadvertently told me what God you serve. So you
defending Islam.
serve Allah, is that correct?
Of course, yes. Sir.
Okay, now, is Allah a God that allows you to be outwardly racist?
To be honest, Islam is against racism, but
Is
remember-
this?
Yes, it is against racism.
But
Because
Muhammad owned and sold black slaves, which is probably the thing that you're referring to when you talk to me.
I want you to refer to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him. His last sermon, he said, "No Arab is worthy than a non-Arab."
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
In his last sermon, where did he mention the Chinese?
That's what he means, a non-Arab.
So non-Arabs.
Yes.
Okay. So he claims that there are Arabs and non-Arabs.
Yes.
But then he also specifies red and black. Correct? In that sermon, right?
I don't believe that. Where do you get?
That's what the sermon talks about. The red man is not greater than the black man. X, Y, and
equal
Z.
in front of
Okay.
Allah, yes.
So if non-Arabs encompasses everybody else, why did he mention black and whites?
black and white.
Or black and red, which means white in the Arabic. What about the Chinese and the Afghans and the Indians and the Inuits and the Native Americans? What about them? They don't count?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
But Islam is
'Cause-
against racism.
Well, if Islam
Look.
if Islam is against racism, it appears to be restricted to three groups:
I'll
Arabs, non-Arabs,
And
and
red.
then black people, and then red or white people.
Can I
So
give you-
is that why you feel comfortable insulting my friend? Because he wasn't mentioned in the sermon.
Can I just say something?
Please go ahead.
Look, for example, you're questioning my sanity, and many people have questioned my sanity here.
I
but
see
it's
why.
It's passions. Sometimes
It's
passions.
not passion.
It's passion, sir.
You appear erratic, my friend.
No, it's not erratic.
You can't even control yourself.
I can actually. I can. We're talking perfectly normal here. We're talking
Well,
normal.
then why won't you answer my questions?
I have answered your question.
You haven't.
You've directed me to apologize to him.
Yes.
But I've explained myself. I said he touched the buttons. When I say touch
Okay,
buttons,
just because somebody disagrees with Islam does not then mean that you have the right to start racially abusing them. For example, if you disagree with Christianity, I wouldn't racially abuse you. I'd tell you you're wrong and tell you why you're wrong, but I wouldn't racially abuse you.
no, but look at
So, in the same way that
Look.
somehow you were willing
can I
to
explain my-
apologize to me,
Okay, can I explain
For
myself?
some reason.
Can I explain myself?
apologize
Look,
to him too.
Look, no, but you're directing me. If you're directing me like that, no, I will not do that. But let's.
What do you want me to do?
let's-
Force you?
No, let's keep discussing.
Hold your hand?
Let's keep
What do you want me to
discussing.
do?
Let's keep discussing. It was wrong of me to call out the people from the Asian,
I
from the
agree.
Indian subcontinent.
I agree.
Okay, I'll say because look, can I just explain myself? I've worked in many places, my three former workplaces, and I had the same issue with the same people from the same area of the world, and it's not right for me to call them out like this, like I did today. But sometimes when I've had the same experience, it just brings back memories, you know. So has nothing to do with it. I know that. Okay, I'm just still explaining myself here. My 2016, same thing. I had the issue with Bangladeshis and Pakistanis. Okay, we've moved from that. My second workplace, same thing. I had this issue with the Indian Christian, my former Indian Christian manager. But I resigned on the spot. I told my Ghanaian manager, I'm resigning because I have no time for office politics. That's the second one. But the third final one, and they always say, third time you become lucky. This time I knew I kept this journal of any problems I had in the workplace. I was there for nearly 2 years, and then luckily the employment tribunal has given. I've won my settlement against my former employer, and who did I have the same problem with? People from a specific area of India called the Gujarat. So look, this is wrong for me. I don't think he's from Gujarat. I've spoken to him before in a normal way, and I've said to him, we've had discussions before. But today, I just was triggered about something he said about Muslims. You can't say Muslims are from Pakistan. Muslims are from all around the world. So look, it was wrong of me to specifically direct my hatred. It's not hatred, but for me, I say it's prejudice. I should work on that because we're humans. We're not flawless. So I will apologize to you at the end, but I'm not a racist. But can I just give you another thing? Can I just add one more point to that? Don't question a person's sanity. That's not good because they've said it to me here. And I've learned from my mistakes. I don't really give Speaker's Corner 5-10 minutes because I have the same arguments. Somebody will say like this, and then I point it out. That's not right. Nobody likes the truth. That's wrong of me to say that. I will apologize to him. But like you were directing me like a teacher. I don't like to be directed like a teacher. Sorry, you directed me like a teacher. You're not my teacher. I know what I've said and the way I've behaved is very wrong. Yes, you hear the way I'm talking. But we had a good discussion here, and I want to apologize again to you as well. You're not a slave. It's wrong of me to say that. But why I said that, you were rather than you being in the middle, you were sticking up for him. You know that? Yep.
That's my friend.
Okay.
I know that he would not attack you racially, because if he did that, I will reprimand him for doing so.
Actually, he was attacking.
He wasn't attacking Pakistanis in the way you were attacking him. But I guess it's a good place to leave it. I accept the apology.
I will apologize. We've spoken before, but it's just I was passionate. But he just triggered me. Look, I told him, look, to go tell that to the Pakistanis, and then that's how it started. It's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong with me. Look, you're right. Look, when I say freedom,
I would say work on that.
It's a work in progress.
You can.
My work coach, she told me this.
You did say.
I didn't specifically say that I've had.
You said no one's perfect.
Can I give you my work coach?
I agree with you.
You know what advice she gave me? She said, look, you have to, whatever that goes through your ear, you have to let it go through the other ear. If you don't agree with it, just walk away. Because the way you're going, she told me, my work coach, my life coach, she said it's going to keep building up, and then you'll have problems in the courts system. And you know this country, if you don't respect the law, I try to respect it. I know it's wrong of me to say bad things about people from India. A lot of my friends are from India. I can't say all Indians are the same because it's a big country. There's geographical differences. But at this time we're living in India, there's major problems for the Christians, for the Muslims, for the Sikhs. You gotta ask any Indian. It's a Hindu ideology called Hindutva. So even himself, if he goes to India, they don't like Indian Christians. I lie, ask him. He's wrong. I will talk to him. I will work on this. But I want to apologize to you again. I shouldn't call a person a slave because I don't know your history. I don't know where you're from. It's the first time we've spoken. But you question my sanity. I don't like that. I'm perfectly sane. It's just that I was triggered, and it's just brought back memories of my very good jobs that I had, my 3 previous jobs. So that's why now I've learned to better work for yourself. Better to work for yourself. Why be micromanaged by other people and have the same problems in the workplace? So it's not good of me to do that because Islam is against racism. I'm not racist. Look, I'm not racist, excuse me, and to you as well, excuse me, young man, I'm not racist against the English or the white man or whoever. It's just I had trauma and memories, bad experiences in the workplace, so that just triggers. And I told him, please, talk about Pakistan to the Pakistanis. I'm not from Pakistan. So that's not nice. So why he was talking about Pakistan? Because India and Pakistan are the biggest rivals. Even now, they don't have good relations. So it's wrong of me, but I know why he said that, because Pakistanis, majority are Muslim. But then again, I don't like the way they treat Christians in Pakistan. It's not good. So look, see the way I'm talking. You have to be fair. The way you behave with another person, you have to behave in the right way. So I will apologize to your friend, but I will take back everything I said to him. But you must explain to him, this guy has had bad experiences with the specific people from India.
You said, but
nice.
like your work coach said, I don't think that warrants you then going and then abusing others.
Yeah, no, I will never do that again.
You can disagree, but I don't think abuse is necessary.
Yeah, I agree with you, sir. Young man, I agree with you. Please, I'm not a bad person.
I didn't say you were a bad person, but I said what you were doing was certainly bordering.
Okay, yes. But look, sir, young man, you said you were called.
I'm not a sir.
But look, I'll tell you.
I'm just David.
It's not. Look, why I said that. Look, I always see whenever I'm walking around in London or even traveling around Europe, I see always our people, the darker person that has mental health issues. So I don't like that when somebody says, "Oh, you have a sanity problem." I've worked with people who are, even now, I care for my mom's brother who is schizophrenic. So I always give him his medicine. He always forgets to take his medicine. So look, I work with people who are
what I'll
mentally
say
fit.
then is,
So look, I empathize. Yeah, I'm perfectly sane.
However,
I will apologize to him.
if you have all this stuff going on in your life,
I should leave it alone. Yeah.
I don't think the corner. I'm not instructing you, but I'm just saying, in the corner there are very heightened emotions. I don't think this is the best place for you to be if everything else.
I've spoken to him before, so I will apologize to him in my own time, but I'll take back everything I said. But I'm not racist. It's just that
again,
it's a memory.
You've explained what happened.
Yeah.
I'm just simply
It's triggers,
I'm just simply telling you
So
that
imagine,
this place is very heightened. So if you have these issues and you're going to come here, then I don't see the point of you coming here when you know somebody's going to trigger you.
Yeah, I'll avoid it. Yeah. No, but look, I didn't like what he said. Look, Pakistani should respond to what's happening in Pakistan. I'm not from Pakistan, and the Indian should respond to what's happening in India. Likewise, I'll talk about where I'm from, and you should talk about where you're from. Look, I respect the British law in this country. I'm very careful, but I will apologize to him. Like you said, he's your friend. But even if I don't apologize to him officially, but just give him the message that this guy has had issues in the workplace.
If you mean it, then just go and talk to him. He's not going to turn you away. Yes, he's upset, but if you apologize, he will say, "I'll forgive you." He has to, actually, as a Christian.
Yeah, forgiveness is very important. Because I always forgive even my enemies. Yeah.
That's very Christian of you.
Yeah?
That's very Christian of you.
No, Muslims is like that, It always is best to forgive. Muslim, Islam, you have to practice forgiveness. David, excuse me. I'll take that back. I don't know what his name is, but I will apologize to him. Like even today, I saw one guy from last week. I was rude to him, and I just said to him, "Hey, hello." We shook our hands. I was wrong. I said that bad word as well. Again, I called him a mulatto, which is not a good word. You know what mulatto means?
I stopped going straight for the racially insensitive terms. I stopped doing that. That's not a good way to go.
Yeah, but I will apologize.
Like I call someone like an O for something. Like you don't have to call them like a racially insensitive term.
Will he accept my apology? I don't know.
Mike.
Excuse me. So, look, I've explained myself to your friend, David. I've had bad experience. And I've spoken to you before. You're talking about Pakistan. Look, I know with India and Pakistan, they're rivals. And for me, I don't need to speak up for Pakistan, what's happening in Pakistan. But you're a Christian, and I respect you. And I want to take back the bad words I've used against you, because I know my mistakes. But I think we've spoken before, and I've said it before as well. It's true, actually. I shouldn't be racist against Indians. Indians actually work very hard. That's how they reach positions. I have no problem with that. But it's just I've had bad experiences in my 3 workplaces that I've worked. I have the same issue. I've said it to you before. It's mainly from people from Gujarat very not easy to work with. So look, I don't know what part of India you're from. India is a very big country and it's very diverse in its culture, in the faiths they follow.
More than 1 million people.
No, I know. Some of my family have even been educated in Pune, in Maharashtra. So look, I'm racist, but you have to just you triggered me, and I know you are attacking Islam and Muslims. You can do that. You can say whatever you like. I don't care what you say about Islam, but I'll always think.
I was not attacking Islam.
Pakistan,
I was not attacking Islam. What you were saying is, you have priests and you have who are raping children. I said, yeah,
It
but
happens
you
in
have
every
the same.
faith.
You have the same.
It happens in
So
every
it was
faith.
no attack on Islam.
Yeah, but it happens in
What I
every.
was trying to
but
tell
I'm not
you is,
gonna
you
lie
have
to you.
this all
Of
over.
course, it's going to happen in Islam. It happens in every faith. But I want to apologize to you and take back the words that I used against you. I have no problem. I have no problem with like your friend. No, sorry, excuse me. No. Your friends told me that you're friends and you're Christian, and Christians they always accept forgiveness. So I hope you've taken my apologies. My apologies.
We have to, otherwise we're lying.
Look, I've been advised as well to work on this. Whatever, if somebody says a bad word to you or whatever, just let it go through your outer ear. That's what my life coach told me before. Otherwise, it's going to keep building up. So I'm not. Most of my good friends actually are from India. So look, I should be wrong to pinpoint and say all Indians are the same. That's wrong. That's stereotyping. Can I say all black people are the same? No, I can't say that. Can I say all the white people are the same? No, I can't say that. Because look, why I just said that sometimes now, when we were having the election in this country, I saw that the rhetoric in the media was building up, and it was always targeting people that are coming on the boats. Sometimes the people that are coming on the boats, I know they're economic migrants, but at the same time they're fleeing war, you know. So it wasn't nice. I remember what Ravi was saying, and Peter Patel and Rishi Sunak. That's not nice. We should always look out for ourselves because we have the same strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in this country. This country is not easy to live in. The system is not easy. And I'll give you another example. Like this kid now that killed the kids in
Stockport.
yeah. In the beginning, they were saying he was Muslim. He wasn't Muslim. The kid, you know how many years he was suffering from bullying, racial bullying. You know that builds up. Like for me, imagine if this built up for me for how many years, I could be violent. That's not good. Violence doesn't solve the problem. It's not the end to a mean. And people have to understand. Even with this kid called Axel. No, even his father was trying to stop him. He couldn't. The whole system failed him actually. But they're blaming him. And look at the picture that even they put on the media. They make him look like a very bad picture. That's I'll tell you. This country is very, the system is very racial. Because
I think this person had mental health issues, so I wouldn't put
he wasn't mental. I don't think he was mental. It's autistic. He was autistic.
It's definitely mental health
he was
issues.
autistic.
As you said,
He was
he had
autistic.
all these things.
No, but he's autistic.
Yeah, he's autistic.
No, they even send him to the they send him to the prevent program. Prevent if they see a child in schools viewing some bad videos or whatever, they refer him to the police. So this young kid was failed by the system. But they're trying to say, oh, it was Muslims that did this. That's how the riots broke out. But I thank God, he was not a Muslim. He was a Catholic. He was brought up by Rowan. His family were practicing. Actually, they left.
In this case, his religion doesn't matter because he did become a Muslim. But
no, he did not become Muslim. He's not a Muslim. You know, I'll tell you why I say he's not Muslim. His mum.
Anyway, irrespective.
I know people. I know
you're talking to him.
No, I'm done.
Don't
done.
say he's a Muslim. Don't say he's a
I'm
Muslim.
done.
When you get the evidence, he's not a Muslim. Why I say that? Because his mum, I'll tell you, and his father, they were Catholics, and now they're born again Christians. They're born again Christians.
They're Christian.
They're born again Christians.
He changed.
He's not
Like,
Muslim.
he's
He's not
having mental
Muslim.
issues, so
He's
you
not
can't
Muslim.
bring religion
No,
into
but he's
this.
not Muslim. But look, I have to give you this fact. He's not Muslim. The media tried to make out as Muslim. He wasn't Muslim. Come on. His family are Rwandans. Rwanda, the majority of the people are Catholics. Or even now, Catholics.
That doesn't negate the fact that he can become Muslim, but okay.
No, he didn't become Muslim.
If you
He's not
insist.
Muslim. Where's the evidence? This is the thing. He's not Muslim.
If you insist.
So this is the thing. I think this is the group. Are you connected to the Bob's group? Bob the Builder.
Well,
He's a
Well,
he's a
we're all Christians.
No,
so-
Bob is a fundamentalist.
Okay, well,
You know why I say he's a fundamentalist?
He
Have you
can
not seen the way
be-
he expresses himself?
So-
He's got mental issues himself.
I understand.
You know
that
why I say that? Because
There are,
see the way he talks in the park.
I understand that there are people that find Bob intimidating,
He is intimidating, yeah.
and that is an issue. I would say with the people themselves.
He associates with.
I
He was sticking up for Tommy Robinson.
I
was.
personally don't find Bob intimidating. I talk to Bob, and we're friends. So if you guys find him intimidating, then that's a problem with you
I think he's
guys.
the type that
Not him.
So no, but him. I think he's the type that influences like people like that commit massacres. Why I say that?
Well, I
because-
mean, you first have to, in the same way
that
that
to
you
him,
were advocating for evidence for the actual kid, you're gonna have to find evidence of somebody committing acts of terror in Bob's name, and you can't find that.
But he's very extremist. He is very extreme.
Well, Bob doesn't advocate for violence. He doesn't advocate for
But he hates Islam.
slaughtering
But he hates,
people.
but he hates Islam.
I think that's fine. Islam is a collection of ideas, and so if you want to decry a collection of ideas, then you can. People hate Christianity. I don't think they should be like jailed for it.
No, but
So
show me who
it's-
hates
huh?
Christianity? Nobody hates.
Islam does, for example.
No.
Even in the Quran, there's very few positive things said about Christianity or Christians. Maybe there's like 3 things, but then there's many negative things said about it. So I wouldn't.
No, but Bob is not a real Christian.
Well, you see, that would first entail that you know what Christianity even is to begin with.
No, but he's an apologist. These are very
Yes, but you know, Christians.
apologist. You know, remember what happened to Hatun? Hatun, I know Hatun very well. I used to speak with Hatun. I used to tell her, look, be very careful. The images you bring here, someone will react. She used to show me those images.
Okay, so
you know,
then
can I give you an
what needs
example?
to happen then
Hatun
is, you need to find
Hatun was
somebody.
Stupid. Hatun was stupid.
Well,
another apologist. Was stupid.
I don't agree with that actually.
She was stupid.
Because ultimately, I don't believe that because you say something, then that inquires somebody to then like try to stab you as a result. For example, our previous conversation just now. I don't think that any of the things you said, even though I disagree with, are an offense that requires you to be stabbed as a result. So whoever tried to stab her too
That's wrong.
should
find her.
be
Look,
thrown in
I
jail.
don't- Look, okay, that's wrong. You know, I thought, like I told you, I've spoken to Hatun a few times. I used to tell her, look, these images, these will get you in trouble. Be careful. You know this place. Most of the youth that come here, they're acting the wrong way. Even myself, I've acted the wrong way today. But I told her many times, show me those images. These are very dangerous images. People like even Shalini, is that Shalini? Anna Shalini? Shalini, where I used to work in Victoria, she acts normal when she's in Victoria. But here, when she comes to Speaker's Corner, she says Muhammad this, Islam this, Muslim is this. Look, she has a right to say whatever she wants in Speaker's Corner. Look, like you said, Speaker's Corner is there for people to have discussion, to have debate. You may not agree with what I say, I may not agree with what you say, but I think most of the time now here, since I think Corona, people have become, Speaker's Corner has become very divisive. That's why I try to stay clear of, what did I tell you before? I don't come here to talk about religion. Even like now, I was talking to one guy I met before in Kilburn. I told him, look, I'm just here to pass through. I don't want to talk about religion. I want to talk about other subjects that are more interesting. Because with religion here, I don't support Shamsi. I don't support Adnan Rashid. I know them all by their names. Ali Dawah and Muhammad Hijab. All these Muslims that come here with their egos and they're all looking out to outdo each other and to get YouTube views. And at the same time, people like Bob the Builder, he can say whatever he likes, but why I say the way he's talking, if he was a sincere Christian, most sincere Christians, they don't have time for Speaker's Corner. Let's be honest, they're all going to church with their families or doing something in their community. They'll stay clear of it. Have you ever seen a archbishop or a bishop?
I don't think.
Have you ever seen them ever come here?
I don't think every Christian needs to come here.
Yeah, you're right. Like you said to
There's
me
a
as well.
select
I don't
few
need to come here.
Christians
I don't have to come here.
who have the appetite for performing this activity. That's fine with them.
You got me excited. Can I just say I'm sorry again? I'm not a bad
It's
person.
okay.
No, I'm not a bad person.
I've heard you.
You're not a bad person.
I've heard you.
Yeah, sorry.
I am not holding you to being some kind of negative person.
No, I was wrong.
But
I explained myself,
I did, like I said.
Yeah, I explained myself,
It
yeah.
does appear that if you know you get triggered,
just
then
leave it.
I wouldn't come here
It's
where.
like this guy. Last week I was rude to him. I said sorry to him. He accepted my apology today.
If it's a recurring theme, then I just wouldn't come. Personally,
No. I was just going to say sorry to this guy again. So because
that's.
I just proved I'm not.
I'm glad you're in the mood to ask for forgiveness. That's amazing.
I see if you
That's
forgiveness again.
great.
Can I say sorry again to you again? That's the third time.
Actually, this is the 6th time, but I'll take it. I've heard you.
I explained myself.
Water under the bridge.
I'm so
So
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, David. Isn't it?
Have a nice day, Adam. All right?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry to him as well.
Will do. All right. I don't even think I can wrap that one up. Okay. There's a fine line between hate speech and freedom of speech. If you're like attacking people over their like characteristics, age, race, religion, ethnicity, you're like disability, you're like bordering on like hate speech. You can't just say you hate all X people. You can hate ideologies, which is fine. Ideologies aren't people, even though people might hold ideologies to be very sensitive. But when you run around saying things like that, I don't think that's a good idea. So hopefully he calms down and doesn't come here anymore. And that's about it.